I'm a warrior. I go to the core. I am invictus. Nothing crushes me, nothing.
You can hold the outside this time, Mike. Oh, Sabansky binned it. No way. No way, binned. Get on the marbles, mate. Get on the marbles, pal. Oh, no, 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 no. My throttle stuck. Oh, my God. Throttle stuck. It's over. Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God, there's no way, bro. Bro, I swear to God, this can't be happening to me, bro.
Throw a punch at me, Cryptic. See if I can dodge it. Just my dodging skills, innit?
Yo, 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 lads, we are inside. Let me put the game sound on. There you go. Yo, we're starting, we're getting in there early, lads. Oh my God, no. We're gonna have to qualify for that damage, by the way. We're gonna have to. Can't afford to go back. How you doing, bro? Hopefully that small little tap is not anything serious. How are we doing today? We're starting off with the 40-minute Interlagos race. It is a +3 DR, so hopefully we have a good one, because if we don't, we're screwed. First few laps will probably be a little bit slow as we build the grip up in the tires. They're literally not even pushing. Let's see what lap times everyone can put together. Not too much grip on the first lap. Right.
Time was a 1:37.82.
Still not too much grip. I'm surprised people are picking the BMW considering it has ballast around this track. Oops, that was terrible. That was a terrible run up the hill.
Lap 1:36.19.
Broke very early there. Neto's already going pretty quickly. Oh, missed the corner again. Right, last lap's gonna have to be the one. And so far, it's been an awful quali.
Lap 1:35.68.
All right, let's see what we can do. That was still not a very good exit. He's in the pit, so we should just about get pole. That was a pretty bad last sector as well.
Lap 1:35.05.
All right, we managed to scrape it. Even though the last sector was rubbish. The last sector was definitely poor. What did we even do in the last, man? That was still a 0.6? No way. Weird lap. It didn't feel that quick, to be honest. Very weird. What we got the pole, we'll definitely take it. Let's see if see what this guy's race pace is saying. 35.2 is not too bad. Yeah, no one else is really close, man. This guy's chosen the Porsche. Interesting.
Teams and drivers go to the grid
Nah,
for a
I don't
race
drive
start.
ACC anymore, man. Not anymore, bro. How long was the race again? Was it it's like 26 laps or something. I haven't driven ACC in, bro, probably a year now. I haven't been on ACC. Yeah, this is a 40-minute race. I know I have to watch out for the hypers in the first corner because it's always shenanigans.
Locking enabled.
Yeah, ACC is cooked, man. Yo, Des, what's going on, bro?
Formation lap has started.
All right. Man's got the Castrol livery, yeah? Cheers. All right. Look how the tires are going down already and I haven't even done anything. To me, that doesn't make much sense, but okay.
Green flag, green flag.
All right, where we go? Right, drop back to second. I'd rather do that than get hit by the hypers. This car seems a little unstable under braking. LMU's just better than ACC, bro. I don't like, and it's not a knock to ACC because at the time I loved the game, but yeah, It's just a better game all round for me.
That time was a 1:46.83.
I didn't close the door, to be honest. He's definitely struggling in the early parts of this race.
That time was a 1:36.70.
He brakes very early. Takes a much narrower line through there. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he's just left the virtual energy high and changed his fuel ratio, or he's just put in too much fuel. I don't know.
Lap 1:35.81.
That was a better lap from him though. Maybe he was trying to back me up or something, I don't know. He's trying to stretch his legs now.
Lap 1:35.32.
He's definitely pushing. He's definitely pushing.
Lap 135.14.
I'm good, bro. How you doing, Baz? I'm gonna try and look off my tires while I'm behind him. It's a weird line into there. It's pretty hard to get a run on someone who's in the same car.
Lap 135.65.
Yeah, no pit stop in this race, man. I cannot figure out that line that he's taking. I don't get how it's quick. Seems to be working for him though. The hypers are already coming up to lap us.
That time was a 135.78.
Bit deep into turn one. This is normally the point where separation begins to happen. So I wasn't there when he made the mistake. He just went wide at the last corner.
Time 1:36.35.
Come on, get me on this straight, please. They keep on getting me through the important corners, bro. Oh, this is sketchy. Oh! Bro, you gotta be super careful when the hypers come through, man. They sandwiched that guy in front. One, of course, I keep getting him in the corners.
Time 1:36.40.
I get him in the corners, he gets him on the straight. Perfect. Of course, because you's really gonna go for that. Look, and look how slow they are through the corner. Look. Oh my God. Not sure why they prefer to take the harder outside line. Don't know why they do that.
Time 1:36.93.
He's wide at 10-1. A bit deep. Some of these might get him. What the bro, what are you doing?
Time 1:36.11.
Bro, I don't get it. What gets me the most is the field spread. Like the gap between the guys at the front and the back is so big sometimes. He's getting held up now. These guys are gonna get me into turn one and lose me time, I'm sure of it. Yep, and they're racing as well.
06.02.
Yep. And they'll get him on the straight, which will be perfect for him. You can't make this stuff up, lads, I'm telling you. I'm gonna have to start pushing the tires to catch him up. Yo, GMD, how you doing, bro? Rocky, how you doing, brother?
36.91.
More cars coming through. Say it isn't so. Struggling in the last corner, man.
Time 1:36.08.
Oh my God. Did it again. Understeer for the last corner.
Lap 136.53.
I gotta start making inroads now. That was a better last corner that time. I got to brake a bit earlier.
Lap 136.03.
Once again, it's going to work out for him on the straight.
Time 136.15.
Yeah, there's hypers in here, man. Always in the most awkward place, always. Once again, he'll get him on the straight. I can kind of always tell with the timing where I'm gonna get these guys, you know? Oh, that's it, race gone. Race gone after that. Tires will be cooked. That will definitely hurt the tires. Unless he gets held up in a specific place.
Lap 1:37.50.
Oh, gone deep. Yeah, tires are cooked. Then we're gonna get the hypers into turn one again. Maybe we might just miss them.
1:36.44.
We'll get them into here instead. I don't know what he's waiting for. Very awkward.
Lap 1:37.26.
Thank you very much, buddy. Oh, why there's so many lapped GT3s? Whoa, what the hell? Man. Some of these guys, bro, scary. They are scary. I'll tell you that much.
Time 1:36.96.
Oh shit. Yeah, I've like, you lose so much time if you get the hypers in the wrong place, man. Because you can't do nothing but just back out or just lose time, you know? What are you supposed to do?
That time was a 1:37.32.
It's probably going to be the first clean lap I get in a while. For whatever reason, can't do the last corner anymore.
Lap 1:36.33.
See, I don't understand this. They always choose the harder line. I don't get it. Generally don't get it. It's more effort to go around the outside. It costs you more lap time. But for some reason, it just seems to be the line of choice. I don't really understand it.
Time 1:37.46.
It feels up to me, I stick to the racing line and I would always give them the inside because it's quicker and it's easier, you know, for both of us. But look, I can just brake early like that, let him go through. Don't lose as much time. It was a pretty messy race, to be honest. Pretty messy. The moment we got separated through the hypercars, it was a wrap. Look, I think the only complaints that I have with the hypers is when they dive from you from a long way back in the inside. That to me is just stupid. You know what I mean? Like if they've caught you and you're coming up to a corner and they're right behind you, like bro, there's no, particularly like some of the corners around this track, there's generally no point taking the outside because it's just slower for both. I think there's got to be a degree of common sense, bro. Got to be. You know what I mean? If it's a slow corner, take the inside. If it's a fast corner that we don't really have to get out the throttle for, then yeah, fine, I get it. You can take the outside, but you're trying to go around the outside of slow corners, so it means that we're side by side through the corner. I can't get on the power on the exit. You can't get on the power because you're offline. This costs you time, man. This is like common sense. All right, but a plus 23, driver rank 2, get in. Get in. Finally, we're back. We are back. Plus 23, you know. Cheers. I find like majority of the time it's the guys at the back of the hypers or the LMP2s that just don't know just racing etiquette. Like it, I don't know. I always find that the way they lap you is worse. And what's worse about the guys at the back is a lot of the time they're quite slow through the corner, so they will catch you really quick and then you let them go for the corner, but they're literally the same speed as you through the corner. And you're like, you want them to hurry up, but they're like so slow through the corner, it just costs you so much time, man. And generally, I try to get out of the way. I know a lot of GT3 drivers that just turn in. You know what I mean? There's a lot of GT3 drivers that are way more aggressive when it comes to the hypers. Like they will literally just turn, if they're not at least like right behind them, instant turning in. So if you try and send it, you're just gonna end up binning it. That's how some people treat the hypers, man. But then you've got some people in the hypers that literally just dive bomb you from you know, like 50, 60 meters back, expecting you to just get out of the way. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I'll tell you what it is. Where is it? It's the track map. Look it up. Right, where is it? This corner here. Like when they take the outside here, and like obviously in the GT3, this corner becomes very understeery. So when they take the outside and catch you off guard, you literally have to jump out of the throttle, or else you're probably just gonna understeer into the side of them. Whereas what I like to do when I come out this tight corner, I turn the car to the right. I like to give them the inside because it's easier for them to stay tight on the inside than it is for me to stay tight on the inside. But so many of the hypers try and take you around the outside. So it means more often than not, you have to get out the throttle and just wait and hope and pray they don't cut across you, you know? Those are the things that I find annoying. Oh shit, celebration, the celebration. The celebration. We've got time for it, lads. We've got time for it. We've got time for it. Lads, come on. Jeez. Getting up to driver rank 2 again. Them Brazil races are a godsend, I can't lie. They're a godsend. I think I slightly improved my leaderboard, man. Slightly improved my time on the leaderboards. We're number 1 for the moment. It's a pity that I couldn't yeah, see that's crazy. I had a 25-1 a 35-1 before, but my middle sector was quicker than this, but because I was stuck behind him, I couldn't quite get the lap in, you know? I was almost 2 tenths up on the middle. I was doing 47.8 for the middle, so you can definitely get in the 34s in the race, but I have to be free, you know. I've gone faster there, but my middle sector is quite a bit off, to be honest. But maybe next time. Maybe next time. Yeah. The problem is like, I don't know. Look, I've done a video which is probably going to address some of this stuff anyway. I was going to bring it out today, but because I was streaming on the same day, I thought I'll just bring it out tomorrow instead. But if you look, with the whole ranking situation, it's like, because it's so easy to get SR, you know, you're gonna get a lot of people that are like, skill gaps massive. Like, for instance, like, I don't know how fast these guys are, but look, their DR is a bronze 3, which points towards them not having, you know, they've not had a lot of great results. Or at least they've had some very bad results recently and it's put them back down. But generally, if you're bronze, maybe not the fastest in the world, right? But then you see a lot of them that have like a platinum SR, so they're going to be able to get into the top races, and they're probably going to be towards the back of the field, some of them 6 or 7 seconds off, and then it creates this whole dynamic where you get the fastest guys in GT3 trying to avoid some of these guys that are, you know, not really on pace when they come through to lap you because they're in a much faster car. But if you look at their racing lines, where they brake, you know, how they enter corners, how they rejoin the track, that's what creates the carnage, man. That's why you get such separation through the pack. Like the hypercars wouldn't be such a problem if they wasn't so spread out, because the more they're spread out, it gives you the illusion that there's just no space on the track where there's not a hypercar. So once they came through to lap us once, if you noticed, every single lap we were never free again. And once you get a gap, especially if someone's like similar pace to you, once there's that gap in the traffic, if you get the traffic at the wrong place, the race is done. That's what happens, man. The race is just over. Yeah, I can tell, bro. These are just jump in the Lexus, bro. You're not doing anything in anything else. I'll be honest. You're gonna struggle to do anything in any of the other cars, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like to be like in top split, that's why I say that the rating system, I believe, is back to front. Because, for instance, if I have a really bad race, or let's say I got took out in that race, had a very, very bad race, I would have probably lost like 40 plus DR and almost next to no SR. But if you look at the majority of the accidents that happen that lead you to lose a lot of driver rating, it's normally a safety issue. It's normally a crash or getting taken out, which should be seen as safety rather than driver performance, because a lot of that stuff is not your fault, you know? But yeah, I just feel like it's the wrong way around. It should be much harder to get safety rating, because this is what puts you in the higher split races. So to me, at least, back to front. Let's say I have a race and I smash into 12 people, right? Or I have contact 9 times in one race. I'm definitely gonna lose more driver ranking than I will safety, even though all my discretions were a safety issue. It doesn't make sense. But I don't know, man. I feel like they need to have a little look at that. You just took the Aston for the sound. I mean, the Aston should be okay around here. Actually, I don't know. I just don't know. On fixed, who knows? Sometimes the Aston just doesn't feel good. Like, for me, at Fuji, the Aston feels nice. But then at Spa, I didn't like it at all. But at the moment, there's just certain tracks that just suit certain cars on fixed. 24 minutes. I've not done this race yet. Yeah, I think with the Aston, I just turn the slip to 0, bro. Honestly. Turn the slip to 0 and I just run it extremely rearwards when it comes to brake bias. That's pretty much what I do. What car should we even take for this, man? Is it with the AMGs like 3 minutes? Not even, no point going in. Yeah, I normally on the Aston, I'm normally run like 440. And in the brake bias, I'm normally just like 44.5 to the rear or whatever. Or 45.0. Something like that. I might try this AMG, you know. BMW. I feel like the BMW is like just a regular. I drive it quite a lot. I'll see. I might switch and change after. Yeah, sometimes that's the best way, man. But a lot of the time with cars, or on fixed, a lot of the time your TC settings is what gives you the feeling that the car is just understeery. A lot of the time it's just the TC's wrong or too safe. How would I set up the rankings? What, the safety? Man, listen, as I said, I'd straight up get rid of DR when it comes to qualifying, unless you get pole. That can go, because that means nothing. You know what I mean? That can definitely go. And I would make safety rating as hard as it is to gain, as it is to gain DR right now. You know? I think it should be capped how much you can lose. Because look, no one goes into a race wanting to lose DR. Do you know what I mean? You get absolutely wiped out, it's not your fault, and you decided to do a ×3 DR race, then it's GG's, bro. Oh well. I mean, like, nothing over 20, bro. You like, over 20 is just diabolical. Cap that. And the problem is that you have to take into account the BOP of the car, how good the car is. Like, as far as I'm concerned, if you take a car that is like 8 tenths a lap off on fixed, and you get a good result just because you're behind your predicted position, bro, it's like the old saying. I just did Brazil, bro. I'm doing I'm gonna do, what's it called? The outer loop. Like, if you're it's like this. Like, you answer this question. Let's put it in F1 terms, right? If McLaren or Lando Norris or Piastri get pole position, but Nico Hulkenberg qualifies third, who had a better session? And that's kind of what it's like on LMU. Just because you finished 7th or 8th, but you took a car that just really wasn't up there, but you managed to put in a good performance, you shouldn't exactly lose driver ranking because of that. You know? And obviously, I know they don't take the car into account, but all the more reason to make sure the fixed setups are better. So then you just get rated for your finishing position, because all the cars are close in performance, but a lot of the time they're just not. You know, like, what I would do is, like, wherever you start, if you gain position, every position gained is like, I don't know, 0.5, right? If the position that you gained is someone who's ranked higher than you, then there's a multiplier, you know? Then there'll be a multiplier on every overtake you make. That's what I would do. Yeah, because sometimes you might go into a lobby, bro, and, like, for instance, like, basically, let's just say you're an esports driver, you're really fast, but all you do is daily races, right? Somebody who is nowhere near your speed can go and do the championship races day in, day out, and be ranked way higher than you. So when that person joins you in a daily race, they're now predicted to finish ahead of you, even though you can go through all of their laps and they've never even been within a second. Do you know what I mean? Never been within a second of the fast guys, but they can be ranked so much higher. Ranking has always got to do predominantly with speed at the end of the day. You know? And that's where a lot of the problem comes, because they predict you to finish in front of someone that you might just play the game more than, and then when they beat you, you're all losing driver ranking. Even if you still haven't had a bad performance, bro, if they predicted you to finish first, and let's say there were some really fast guys in your lobby that are ranked lower, and you end up qualifying fourth, finishing fourth, there's a chance that you're gonna lose driver rating. And it's like, bro, I'm not even that quick. Like, what's all this pressure about? Let's try it with the see what the AMG's saying. Oh, these lobbies are always so packed as well, man. I haven't done the outer loop since we last was here. And what car was I using for that? I used an Aston. I genuinely can't remember, bro. So let's see. What? Don't tell mommy. What are you telling me for? What do you want me to do? You mainly do league racing. Yeah, I mean, league racing is always the way forward, man. Right, let's see. Boom, boom. Do you know, anyone know how many laps this race is? Uh, 20 minutes. Let me like, I'll say like 14. Yeah, no, it's 20 minutes this race. I'm sure it's gonna be like 13, 14 laps. What the? My man's having to do a 3-point turn on that. We got a hell of a lot of traffic. Yeah, I'm never getting a lap in. I know that much. "17 laps, you sure?" Oh yeah, these guys ain't got a clue. Try it, they're all full. Why are you braking towards the apex like? He really didn't want to let me through, did he? Bro, I don't get it. You know when like you know you're way slower? I don't get it, bro.
That time was a 1:15.80.
Oh my God. Okay, I can't turn the car there. Okay, 6 is too much through there. Well, how am I purple, bro? Three lobbies are less than 10. Alright, let me see if I can get a lap in now. God, I overshot again. I feel like my TC settings are wrong. Oh shit. No. My braking feels off right now. God. Can't brake. Cannot brake.
That time was a 1:14.49.
Why can't I brake? Oh my God. Ah. Can't even get a lap in. Oh my God. Fine.
Log building finished.
Can't get a lap in. I don't know, man. People are like, they really don't want to let you pass, do they? Really just don't want to let you pass, bro. 9 minutes. Should I register in the AMG and just risk it all? I have to take this, man. I didn't even stick in this car, bro. Yo, I couldn't, bro. I should remake this because I know so much more now. I should actually remake this, bro. I could make this actually look crazy. I'm ranked #1. You gotta be kidding me. This is the only bad thing now. Like, it's just, bro. Oh, sweet. No one's in there. Perfect. Being ranked #1 sucks, bro. Especially in the daily races, because even if you're quali first and you win, you barely get anything. Right, so that down 310. Let's try that. I feel like I'm gonna have to see what everyone else does with the fuel. A 44.5. Boom.
Logging enabled.
I know, man, but it's tough. Look, a lot of people, the only reason why they're silver one is because they probably had a bad race. That's the difference between a silver one and a silver two. A couple of bad races. I thought I was gonna get this lobby to myself. That lasted precisely 2 seconds. Yo, Antonio, how you doing, bro? Right, hopefully we can get one clean lap in. Let's understeer. Through the fast corners. I lost the back end, had to get out of the throttle.
Lap 1.
Oh god, it's slow.
9.
Uh-oh. I'm catching the car a little bit through there. It's not ideal. Yeah, I'm sliding the rears through there. Of course, I missed the last corner. Alright, let's try ABS 6 for turn 1. Try and get that rotation. See, it's slower. More TC kicks in. Uh-oh. Okay. We need to figure the TC out. The TC is going to be very important. Oh, this is on 4. What the fuck? I swear I'll put that to 3. Yo, Arrow, how you doing, bro? New Logitech here.
Lap 1:15.65.
You'll have to have a look, buddy. Right, we are not sure about the TC.
Log building finished.
We're not sure about the TC cut, lads. It's a tricky one. It seems as if, I mean, there's a decent mixture here. To be honest, there's a decent mixture. What they, Christ, 12.8. I was only 8 temps off. I was only 8 temps. It's only 8 temps, brother. Where would the 13.6 have even put us, man? $13.6 is like, damn. Man like Chris Hartfield. This guy's rapid. I don't know what he's doing down here. Yeah, 13.6 is like, you're scraping it to get into the top 100. Damn. I'll have to have a look, man. I haven't had a Logitech wheel in years. Oh, Camille showed up. Yeah, at least, yeah, these are some higher ranked guys than me. I'll take it, bro. Can I like not invalidate in quality? The reviews have been great. What's the rim like? If it's a circular rim, not interested. The circular rims is done. For GT racing, I can't do it, bro. I so badly want to get away from this circular rim. Okay, yeah, the Formula rim, that's what we're looking for. Open top. Open, I'll have to see it, bro. I don't like open top wheels, but I'll have to see it. Maybe we can make an exception, you know? How many laps are we gonna get in quali? What is it, 5 minutes? All right, 3 laps. That's it. We'll do this just in case. TC's an issue, bro. Let's run 3-1-0, bro. I'm just gonna do this. Would you play championship in LMU? Yeah, depends the circuit. You know what it is? A lot of the fixed championships, bro. It's like it's so based on the setup, man. The fixed setup. Yeah. If they got some nice rims, bro, I'm down. I'm down. Brake pressure is only... I feel like I'm going into the ABS a lot. I might drop this down to 90, you know. Yeah, but that race is long as hell. What day is that on? That's like... How long's that race? Like 1 hour 40 or something? Yeah, it was 80 minutes. Okay, that's not too bad. Yo, Motor World, how you doing, brother? Alright, we're taking a stab, bro. I don't even know what lap time we're gonna be doing. There's a good mixture of cars. I like this. I like this. Oh, okay, there's one Ferrari, a few Astons, BMWs, Corvettes. I think the Corvette's the fastest car around this circuit, if I can remember rightly. Some Lambos, a Porsche. Alright. A Lexus. Bro, this is fully mixture. A full mixture. I love it. There's not in this race. This race is just GT3s. I think should I change my camera position? I might. Might want to be a bit closer, you see. BMW fast on the exits. Well, yeah, it does have fast acceleration. I just thought I'd just try anything, to be honest. But I remember last time we was here, the Corvette was rapid. And they haven't patched the game since, so. But the Corvette's like, it's one of those cars that are edgy. What I will say is I know I'm gonna kill my tires. Is there a way to get the hypercars in there? No, not in here. Not on this race. This is a GT3 race only. Hypercars are for earlier on in the stream when I did the race at Interlagos. There was hypercars in that race. Broke kind of early. God, I overshot the last corner.
Lap 1:13.73.
Yeah, that felt pretty awful, to be fair. Rubbish. This has not been good enough.
Lap 1, 13.75.
Can't believe I'm still 6th. Oh my God, lost the back end again. Bro, I went faster than this with fuel. What am I doing? Oh my God. No. All right. That was actually pretty bad, bro. I can't lie.
Log building finished.
It was pretty slow. Camille's messing around because he should never be here with me. Like, worst lap ever, bro. Oh, Christ. I have no idea how much fuel I need. All right. 1 on the TC. I'm not feeling it. Not feeling it. I'm gonna see what everyone else puts in, then I'm gonna decide. Yo, Fox, what's going on, bro? Man said it's time for it's 17 laps. Beautiful, Bling. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. This is gonna be interesting. I ended up 9th. Alright. These BMWs are going to be a bastard to get past. Did I do any sector well? Oh my God.
Teams and drivers go to the grid for a race
The
start.
first sector is abysmal. I did not know. I didn't know. Why did my first sector it didn't feel as bad as it was. Don't know what to say about that. I was well off in the first sector and it didn't even feel bad, bro. Yo, appreciate it, Owns. Appreciate it, bro. I try to be smooth. I try to be. Not always. There's 24 splits. Damn. All right.
Logging enabled.
Why is Camille all the way in 8th, bro? All right, I gotta try and follow Camille through. I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, appreciate it, Rob. Guys, remember, hit the like, all that good stuff. Subscribe if you're new. I'll be dropping another video tomorrow.
Formation lap has started.
Uh-oh. Am I short on fuel? The boy might have to save some fuel. I might have to save a bit of fuel, lads. Apparently. Don't know how easy that is gonna be. How easy that's gonna be. At some stage, we're gonna have to be lifting coasting.
flag, green flag.
I got right VE, but my fuel amount is low.
Lap 121.41.
And that did not work out. Don't worry, bro. I ain't trying to overtake you. I know what you're doing. Come on. Yeah, I don't know what you're doing there.
Time 117.56.
We was trying to be cleaners, bro. Yeah, you have to give that one back, smart ass. $16 laps worth of fuel. Yeah, we're gonna have to be saving a little bit. It's gonna be very tight. I can get into this guy's slipstream, I can save more fuel. Bye-bye. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Time 1:30.99.
There's no way that is Camille in that driving that car, bro. He's got to be letting his brother or cousin have a go. There's no way. Unless the Aston's just terrible around here.
Time 1:30.69.
Yeah, these TC settings are better for sure. Man said his wife. If that's his wife, then she's rapid. Understeer.
Time 1:30.64.
There's so much understeer behind this guy. Can't do anything. What I have done is saved enough fuel.
1:30.79.
It's the acceleration, I can't do nothing. Look at the understeer when I'm behind him. I'm stuck.
130.52.
Oh, there you go. Now Camel's doing lap times. I didn't even mean to, but he brakes super early, this guy. I will take it. We'll take it. We got enough safety rating to spare, brother. This wasn't a good lap.
That time was a 140.2.
It was an awful lap. I keep catching that curb wrong, man. Oh, what the hell? Go up to 7th.
Lap 140.19.
Did it again. I feel like the tires on the Mercedes are fading, bro.
Time 130.90.
I prefer it on some cars for rotation. Uh-oh. We were too late on the brakes then, for sure. Worst first sector ever. And I still need to save a bit of fuel, by the way. God. I tried to lift.
Lap 140.91.
Yeah, he brakes super early. Difference in acceleration is crazy.
That time was a 140.47.
He's probably thinking, what am I doing lifting off so early? Just need to make sure we get into the end. That was shite. But the Corvette's fast, bro.
Lap 140.3.
Corvette's very fast around this circuit. Oh my God. Yo. Those reactions, you know. But the fuel's gonna be close, brother. I think it might be alright still.
Time 150.34.
But what am I seeing? Somehow we're in 5th. I might as well lift and coast to make sure. Oh shit. Forgot to put my ABS back up to 9. That could have been fatal. That could have been fatal. Drive-through penalty is behind. Damn. Well, I ran this close with the fuel, you know.
Log building finished.
I ran that super close with the fuel. Jeez. What was going on with Camille there? I have no idea. Man said spam ACC. Nah, brother, we're not doing we're not doing that. Not doing that, buddy. Yeah, it's like the AMG is it's all right, but it's like it hasn't got that oomph, you know. Got no. I don't know. I feel like the tires kind of went off as well. But we finished in 5th, so we should get positive DR. If we don't, it's purely because of quali. A plus 4.5. All right. Yeah, it doesn't really turn. That's why you have to run your TC settings pretty low. Like some tracks is nice, like Portimao, very nice round there, but for the majority of the time, it just feels too understeery. I know, I managed to save fuel and still finish top 5. I'll take it, mate. I'll take it. Last turn, I don't think so. No one really cut me off, to be honest. The only contact I had, I think, was with Camille. Everybody else, I had no contact with anybody else, I don't think. The BMW's not turning at all. Yo, Michael, what's going on, bro? I'm gonna try the BMW next. I do run. What I run? I think the BMW, I run 430 around here. I think. All right, we'll sign up for the next one. We use the BM. Oh, this is the old one now. Oh, we got hella liveries. I'm gonna use the livery that Prenter made. Let's use this. That was you. Was that you? Is Camille you? You're not Camille. Or are you? I don't know. Yeah, that's the livery from I think it's British Touring Cars. Yeah, bro, that was insane, man. That race. I can't believe I managed to get 5th. That's funny. The AMG definitely eats fuel, bro. Definitely. Because I went down on the fuel ratio by like 4 or 5 clicks, which is kind of normal. And I was short at the start. At the start, I was already short. You're Camille? No way. The guy who's always at the top of the leaderboards. Okay, now I know. Now I know your online name, bro. I was like, how come he's not on pole? He's normally on pole position. Every time you join the lobby, I just assume that you're going to be top 3. Me, I'm a full-time carer, bro. How many more races you gonna do? This is probably my last one. I can't lie. Two front packers. Jesus. This car's never gonna turn. Camel, don't you, bro? You gotta stream, bro. You gotta start streaming. You gotta start streaming your POV. Telling you. Yeah, my missus has a disability, bro. It's unfortunate, but it means I get to spend more time at home because it was just too much of a bother, like going to work, having to come home, getting called home, and obviously with most jobs they don't understand when you have like things going on in the family. They don't understand. They just want you to be at work, you know. Appreciate it, brother. Come on. Right, are we... Oh, why am I ranked second, bro? There should be no shot second. No shot. Yeah, Camille, I gotta add you on Steam. I gotta add you on Steam. Because when we got some endurance races, we need some... You know what I mean? We need some top guys. We already got Eastwood. We got Prenter. We got Dow King. We got Kinetic. No? I want to have like three different teams or something. Like 3 just solid teams. You know, the funny thing is, because like I've done a ×3 race, I've had about 2 good results in about 5 days. Yeah, Dowking's back. He's probably in my Discord right now. Let me look. No, he's not. But yeah, I'm with Dowking almost every day in Discord. Dowking's back. He wants to start streaming. He's just sorting out his internet, but he's back. All right, BMW. I was a lap short in quali last time, I think. Take that. Do you know what, yeah? This circuit, for whatever reason, I think it's like one of the only tracks on the game where afterwards my arms hurt. I don't know why. It's like, it's the middle sector. This guy is taking everybody's driver ranking. How many people in the Corvette? They're 3. 3 people in the Corvette, plenty of BMWs, a Ford. A few Ferraris, man. Yeah, my arms always hurt when I go to this circuit. I don't know why. What's the point of changing the fuel ratio? The fuel ratio, like the virtual energy, realistically, isn't actually it doesn't cost you any weight. Change the fuel ratio is just to get the fuel just more microscopic. You just want it like perfect, you know? So by the time you cross the line at the end, you want it to be maybe like 0.2. As opposed to if you just did it by virtual energy, you might end up with like 1 lap extra. That's pretty much it. It's just to be more accurate.
Locking enabled.
But most of the time what I've realized is the fuel ratio is slightly too high, so you always end up with more fuel than you need. Brother, I'm not esports standard, I'll tell you that much. I'm a good second off of that. Hopefully soon, mate. Hopefully soon. I want to get a whole rig in that. I need a whole updated setup, to be honest. I tell you what, I used to be faster, bro. I'm telling you. I definitely used to be faster. I know that much. Old age. Right, I haven't driven a BMW around here in a bit. Actually, let me see if the changing the ABS feels better on this as well. Turn. Okay, it feels way better than the AMG through the... No, that was not the plan. Okay, overshot that, brilliant. I might have to go to 6 ABS for the last corner as well. Okay, now we know how the BMW handles.
That time was a 1:30.91.
Now we know. I've overshot. Bollocks. Are Chelsea losing?
That time was a
Yes.
1:30.46.
Oh my God. No. What is wrong with me, bro? I got one last chance. That's so annoying, man. Oh my God, I can't do the chicane, man. Oh, bro. Oh, you know what, I can't be asked. Oh, I can't do the chicane.
Log building finished.
And bro, my middle sector was a 15.2 with that chicane. That's crazy, bro. Unbelievable.
Teams and drivers go to the grid for a race start.
I'm a broken man, brother. Alright, let's not short fuel again. Let's just make sure we're good on the old fuel. I don't know why that, bro. Oh man. Bro, I've been saying the same thing. I seen that endurance layout once and they've never brought it back. And I remember in 2010, F1 used it. I was actually a fan. I thought it was decent. I liked it, you know, but I don't know. Whatever reason, they just don't want to use it, man.
Logging enabled.
To be fair, I've always been rubbish at this chicane. Always. The only time I was good at the chicane is when I was using the Lambo here. Because the Lambo has front end. No, they in 2010,
Formation
for whatever
lap
reason,
started.
they used that layout in F1. I think they only used it once. But if you go back and watch like the highlights of the Bahrain Grand Prix in 2010, it was this layout. That was the race where Vettel broke down and Alonso won. Ferrari got a 1-2, I think. Right, my F1 knowledge though, come on. They used the outer loop in 2021. No, 2020, sorry. They're using a championship race. Was it a I think it was like a silver daily or something, but it was like literally the week after it came out, I think. That's the only time I've seen it. I didn't watch the championship race, so I'm not too sure.
Green flag, green flag.
Okay, brother. Okay, turn in circle. Because I just knew he was going to do that. Good. Muppet. Yeah, you see, we know how to deal with that. That's how you deal with the guys who try to turn in on you, mate. You got to turn right when they turn left. Whoops. I still can't do the chicane. Look at me. It's way too fast through the entry. One day I might learn. Daddy did a 13.3. Okay. No. The BMW feels more comfortable to drive than the AMG. To be honest, I'm not really going any faster there, am I?
Lap 1:30.6.
Pretty much just matching what I did in the AMG, to be honest. Terrible. Oh, come on. Really? I gotta watch these cuts, man. Hopefully, but we are in the same car. It's going to be pretty tricky to catch him if I don't fix up. Better. Alright, we're catching him a little bit now.
Time 1:30.45.
Okay, the short shift worked.
Lap 1:30.36.
Uh-oh. That was unnecessary. I'm sorry. Oh my god, I overshot the corner. I'm an idiot. $13-0, damn. Right, it's at the point in the race where we might have to go more rearwards on the brake bias. Now we're a little bit more comfortable with the chicane, even though I lost time that lap.
Lap
Right,
Time
let's
was
see.
1:30.81.
Oh, we had an awful chicane that time, lads.
That time was a 1:30.
Yeah, he had a bad lap.
9.
Got a bad lap. He had a bad lap, but a very good first corner. We're fairly equal through there.
Time 1:30.62.
Yeah, I know. When you're getting caught, it's just sad. But he was a bit faster than that. Yeah, I've been braking it slightly too late for turn one. Just give me the slipstream, brother. That's what I want. That's all I want. Just give me some slipstream, you know?
That time was a 1:30.45.
That was a good lap. No consistency, though. He's not cutting across that curb at all. The pressure. The pressure, brother. It bees like that sometimes, you know? Hey, good save though.
Lap 1:30.72.
That was a decent save, mate. I think he's struggling for tires. That's why he's struggling through the chicane. He's in the slipstream though.
Lap 140.18.
He's so deep into the slipstream right now. Oh my God. Gonna have to defend it to turn one this time.
Lap 140.19.
We gotta square this corner off. He's chucked it. He chucked it. He went too wide. He went too wide, man. I mean, he spooked himself sometimes.
Lap 140.
Sometimes you've got the pressure on you to get the overtake done, you know? He just went a little bit too deep, got on the marbles. Guy does a 0.3 on the last lap, flying. All right.
Log
We'll take
building
it.
finished.
They're still very upset. Who's the guy that I binned? I'll stick by it, bro. He probably deserved it. I can't lie. Right. Cheers, man. Lad, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? Come on. What? It's in too deeper. Big pause. Wait. That's what she said. I want to look at the replay, bro. I'm going to show you guys something. Bro. Yo, Yeka, what's going on, bro? You see what happened at turn 2 on the first lap? That is premium reaction speed, mate. That's what a lot of people do. Jamaican national anthem, come on. Right, this is the only way to combat the turn-in epidemic that LMU has, bro. When they turn left, you have to turn right, but you got to do it at the exact right time, bro. That's the only way, because if you don't, it ends up being you that gets spun out on the inside, you know, because that guy was just going to cut straight across me. But because I realized he was going to do it, I just instantly turned right. And then he ended up being the one that gets spinned. Sometimes if you got to pick, if it's me or you, it's got to be you, my guy. I apologize, but dang. Let's look. I go crazy deep in turn 1. Yeah, see that? Perfect. Perfect example, bro. See, I'm there. He chose to try and completely cut me off instead of leaving me space, you know? Like, if it was free wide, then 9 times out of 10, I will back out. I know when it doesn't make sense to be there if it's free wide, but when he's got space and opportunity to give me space and he tries to just drive straight across me, no. This is their lesson that they have to learn, you know? Look. He's aiming for the curb when I'm here. Like, what? What are you doing? You know that I'm here as well. It's just rude. So as soon as we make this contact, instantly I turn right. You can't see it. Hold on. Still can't see it. What? Man. Free camera now. Hold on. Why's the free camera not working, bro? Click the steering wheel. I can't. Bugging out. I know. I'll go to TV cam. Oh, I know what I'm doing, lads. Hold on. Let me plug the controller in. Makes it so much easier. Right. I've got my controller set up so, you know, screenshots and all that. Right, hold on. We need... Whoops. What camera do we need? We need one of these. All right. There you go. Get in the car. Bro, why is it so hard to maneuver, bro? This is confusing. I know it probably feels like it should be easy. All right, here we go. You see that? Turn right. As soon as he turns left, bro, turn right. That's what you got to do to him. That's what you got to do to him. Because if I didn't, I will be the one that was about to get spun. And it's not happening. Not on my safety rank anyway, brother. It's just rude as well, like. Because I know for a fact that I'm on his radar and he's just ignoring it and just turning anyway. Where did he end up after that? Look, he can, bro, I'm even there in the mirror. He's still gonna turn across me. Bro, I've got no sympathy, brother. I can't lie. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. What this is a lesson. That's what this is. This is a hard lesson. Give people room, especially if they've done nothing to you, you know? I got a pretty good start as well. Joe, I could have made it stick if I turned in a little earlier. Yep. Can't blame no one but yourself, brother. That's enough for me. That is enough for me. Ah. Right, lads. What have we got this weekend? We've got F1 this weekend at Baku. I know some of you said that you like Baku, right? I'm pretty sure some of you said you like Baku. I don't know about Baku, to be honest. It's not I think Baku's like a chaos race, if you know what I mean. Like it's good when there's chaos, but if it's like a straightforward race, no safety cars, I just think it's rubbish. I don't think he got hit. Well, if he did, I didn't even see it. You know what I mean? I would have loved him too, because I would have gave him a blunt response. You know what I mean? Let that be a lesson to you. You don't turn in on people. But who's excited about Baku? I don't know if I'm excited about Baku, to be honest, man. I don't know. Most of the time, I feel like when there's not a safety car or some kind of big drama, Baku's just, it's just mid in my book. You know? So, what's that? Indianapolis, is it? Man like Jordan, what's going on, bro? Hey Jordan, you was right. Terence Crawford touched him up. Terence Crawford touched him up differently, bro. Bro, even like at the final bell, when Crawford and Canelo were swinging, I swear Crawford nearly knocked him out. There's one punch just before the bell that landed right on Canelo's chin, and he almost knocked him out, bro. Yeah, it was, yeah, bro, it was convincing. And you know, like a lot of people were saying that, like Canelo's last few fights, it's like he's just doing it for the money now. You know what I mean? Like he's not even switching up his style no more. He's just the one style. Yeah, that fight was over with. After I saw round 6, I was like, yeah, this is done. Because Canelo's he's not adjusting, he's not doing anything. But if you look, remember when we watched the fight before against Lara, like anyone who's slick, Canelo struggles with, so yeah, man. Yeah, bro, man's had like 70 fights, bro. It might be time for him to just hang it up, innit? Let's be real. Yeah, Canelo was looking at his corner sometimes, bro. Like, yeah, Canelo was looking at his corner. But love the performance from Crawford, bro. Love the performance from Crawford. Nah, bro. Stop. Bro, every single exchange I saw, Canelo was getting touched, bro. Weren't no running. You know what I mean? What it looked like to me is setting traps, brother. That's what it looked like to me. Running. My man threw more headshots. You know what I mean? Landed more. Like, what we talking about? Running. Stop it. Canelo touched him up, bro. Bro, listen. I put a fiver on Crawford beating up Joshua. I can't lie. I put a fiver on Crawford punching up Joshua. And I'm not even joking. Yo. It is a pause still. It's kind of wild. I can't lie. It's gonna, like, to beat someone like Crawford, bro, you need to have some kind of unorthodox style, brother. Like, mad long arms, mad rangy, pure awkward. You know what I mean? You gotta have like an off-key style to beat Crawford, because if there's anything that is regular, he's going to adjust. But anyway, yeah, Baku this weekend. Predictions, top 5, come on. Who's top 5 this weekend, bro? Baku. There's no fast corners at Baku, so I see Red Bull being rubbish. All slow corners. Point and squirt. I'm gonna say it right now. Leclerc is gonna be on the front row. I don't know what else happens, bro, but Leclerc is going to be on the front row. That is my only prediction, bro. That if there's one track where this guy is an absolute demon, is this track, bro. Go check this guy's history at this track. He is a nutcase around Baku. So I'm going through Leclerc, definite front row, bro. He could even get pole. Actually, I think he will get pole. I think McLaren's advantage is very particular in fast corners, bro. There is no fast corners. I see Charles Leclerc getting pole. Yeah, you know what? Charles Leclerc pole. Charles Leclerc's getting pole. And there's nothing you can do about it. I think Piastri probably gets second. Yeah, I think top 3, Charles, and then the 2 McLarens, isn't it? Yeah, it depends on the track and the conditions for F1, man, to be honest. I think it bores me a little bit because the guys who are fighting for the title, they're just not exciting to me. There's no hostility, there's no, you know, there's no bite, it's all too lovey-dovey. I can't stand it, bro. I like war. I want to see a battle, bro. I want to see two dudes that just don't like each other. Yeah, I mean, Monza was, like, don't get me wrong, from the team's perspective, I understand, because it was their fault, not the driver's fault, but bro, that's just part of F1, brother. You know? Yeah, that was a battle, bro. Like, you look at all the battles over the years, like Damon Hill Schumacher, yo, them man hated each other, bro. Like, them man hated each other. Like, back when you used to go for titles, they just, like, you could tell that they were awkward. They didn't really like each other, bro. I mean, I never got the sense that Schumacher and Alonso liked each other. You know what I mean? I think Schumacher Hakkinen was a bit more cordial, and they never really ran into each other. But like, Villeneuve, Schumacher, they didn't like each other. This is like some like 09, like Buttons champion. Like, bro, that's soft, man. There was no war. There was no war. 2010 was pretty entertaining. 2012 was very good. 2012 is one of the most underrated seasons ever. What's my view about Lewis? Boy, next year is his defining year. I can't lie to you, bro. Now, I don't feel like, look, you got guys like Alonso still racing and stuff. I don't feel like it's like, yo, either win or retire type stuff, but I kind of feel like now, at this stage of your career, the last thing you want is someone like Charles Leclerc as your teammate, bro. You don't want Leclerc as a teammate. You don't want a Russell. You need a Bottas or a Perez or a Stroll. You need someone like that who's not gonna, like, when you're not at 100%, you're not gonna get shown up. You know what I mean? That's what you need. When you get older, you can't be dealing with having these young, fast guys in your team, bro. Don't make sense. Like, imagine if Ferrari made a very good car. Bro, I cannot confidently say that Hamilton is going to beat Leclerc. Is he faster than Leclerc? Like, at this stage, I don't think so. Leclerc's got race pace. You got better race pace than Leclerc right now? No. So it's like, if Ferrari was to make a championship winning car, it actually benefits Leclerc first. And that's the issue. Now, if Hamilton was up against Bottas, he'd still clear him. You know what I mean? So if you're even if you're on a very slow decline, you lose like 2% of your talent or whatever. That's cool, because he's like 25% more talented than Bottas, so it don't matter. But you got all these fast guys around. I don't know, man. It's just the game. It's just how it goes, bro. Once the young guys start coming through, that's the beginning of the end for every single driver in history. That's just how it goes, bro. It happens in every sport. Like for instance, when Schumacher was still fast at the end. Like when he retired the first time, but you could tell that the young guys were way closer to him than they were before. Man said Hamilton's car gets tampered with. Stop it, brother. We definitely don't do that here. Because look, the simple fact, right? This is what I mean. Like, look, the simple fact is, everybody knows parc fermé. You cannot change anything on the car after quali. And if you do, you have to start from the pit lane. So if anything was changed on Hamilton's car, he would be starting from the pit lane. So tell me how his car is tampered with. It literally makes zero sense, bro. When people say that, it makes me laugh, and it makes me feel like you don't actually watch, you don't really know F1, bro. You know? Tampered with, you know? Man's car's been getting tampered with since when? Why were they tampering with his car in 2021? Why they choose to tamper with it now? It don't make sense, brother. Come on. I'm gonna pay you 100 million a year just to tamper with your car. All right. Yeah, mate, yeah, it's clear to me, bro. Right now, yes. Nah, bro, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. It gets tampered with from practice 3, you know. Oh, mate. The fact that people believe this that's what makes me laugh, bro. Think about it. Do you think Hamilton sitting there allowing people to tamper with his car and then just still going out and racing it, race after race after race, and not saying anything? Are you all right? You actually think Hamilton would allow that? All right. Listen, I don't know how long you've been watching F1, but I remember, was it 2011? I think it was 2011 when Jenson Button and Hamilton had 2 different wings. And because Button smoked Hamilton in that race, after the race, Hamilton brought out the telemetry, everything to show that they had different wings, bro. Like, if you think Hamilton would just sit there and let someone tamper with his car and say absolutely nothing, it's just, bro, you're not even being realistic with yourself, bro. The issue is that for the first time in his career, he's got a teammate that is rapid, bro. His last 2 teammates, they're young and they're fast. Hamilton is older and he's naturally gonna get a little bit slower. And he's gonna get shown up if his pace is not the same. Like, look what happened to Vettel. Leclerc beat the brakes off of Vettel. That's what happens. Now, bro, you can never make change. The only thing you can change in Parc Ferme is if you've damaged a part of the car and you replace it with a like-for-like part. If you damage part of the car and you cannot replace it with a like-for-like part, you have to start from the pit lane, bro. There's no Parc Ferme, there's no... you can't change shit, bro. Once quali's done and Parc Ferme's finished, that's your car, bro. That's it. You can't touch nothing. You can't change nothing. Man said the German guy. Oh my God. Bro, listen, I don't know where you get your F1 information, bro, but yeah. I advise you to stop listening to the conspiracy theories, bro, because it's bullshit. Nah, bro, listen. I generally think people expect too much. I think people expect way too much of Hamilton, bro. It's like they think that, I don't know, to me, like if I was to break down like how I see F1 and things that actually happen in the sport that a lot of people don't even notice, bro. Like you have to understand that many people that started watching F1 at the height of the Mercedes dominance, you have to realize how much in hand these guys actually had, you know? So I think a lot of people saw that time as, yo, it's all the drivers. Like, bro, these guys had a massive advantage. And like, look, for instance, if you look at Red Bull in 2023, what did Red Bull do that made their car so dominant in the race, particularly in the races, bro? Remember, they had way more aero efficiency. So what did Verstappen and Red Bull do? They used to put on a lot of rear wing, and then in the race, because they still had good straight line speed, in the races, it helps them brake later, they can get on throttle earlier, they preserve the tires, and it's easy. If you go back and watch all the seasons, look at the size of the Mercedes rear wing compared to the Red Bulls and all the other cars. They were able to run loads of rear wing because they had an engine advantage. So Hamilton's rear end, Rosberg's rear end, they're planted compared to all the other cars. They've got great tyre wear. That's why no one could compete in the races, bro. Nobody. You know what I mean? There was a couple of times Williams could get close in quali because Williams had less drag. But once they got to the race, the Mercedes were gone. And that's what Hamilton was able to do for a long time, bro. You know what I mean? Always carry extra rear wing. Always have an extra planted rear end. And it helps you in the races. Helps with tyre wear. It's exactly the same thing that Verstappen did in 2023, bro. You know what I mean? Way more rear wing than the other guys because they already had a straight line speed advantage. You know what I mean? Set up tricks. But now, where there is no engine advantage, that's why he struggles way more with the rear of the car. You know what I mean? They can't just stack a load of downforce on the rear because you're going to be slow. So now he has to drive with the rear of the car loose. That's why he's struggling. That's why he's been struggling. You know what I mean? And if you look at the drivers that are more adept at doing that, Charles Leclerc, Verstappen, that's why they're still able to get good results with a car that's got a loose rear end. That's all it is. You know what I mean? So that's why I feel like it's more than just, oh, it's ground effect cars. And nah, bro, it's more than that. If you look at his complaints a lot of the time, he complains about the rear end of the car not being stable. If your rear end of your car is not stable, not only does that not help when you're trying to get on the throttle, that doesn't help when you're trying to brake late, which he likes to do. You know what I mean? So that's fundamentally one of the issues that he has. And I don't know how much more grip these new cars are going to have. I don't feel like they're not going to be faster. I don't believe they're going to have more downforce. So I don't see like it's just going to be a switch where he goes back to 2018 form. You know, so that's what I see for him. As long as he's got Leclerc as a teammate, as long as, you know, you got the other young guys that are in fast cars, he's going to struggle. He's not going to be able to dominate without a substantial car advantage, you know? So that's just what it is now. And the thing that made me super certain of this is if you look at there's been a handful of times where you could say the Mercedes had a car fast enough to win the race. A handful of times since 2022. There's been a handful of times or a few times where Ferrari has been fast enough to compete at the front. And if you look at across all those races, you know, how many of those races did he actually perform in? You know, you could say Silverstone last season. Maybe even Spa, but technically Russell still crossed the line first, you know? What was it? Las Vegas last season. That was another race where Mercedes had a super fast car, but again, Russell got the win. You know? So these are the things that I start to see when I do it by eye, bro. You know what I mean? Like you can see certain things by eye that don't add up. What I was used to seeing from Hamilton back in the day is kind of what you're seeing from Verstappen this season. The moment his car is anywhere near the front, he's on pole. The moment his car is in the ballpark within a couple of attempts, he can win the race. You know, that's what, to me, when you're still at the highest level, that's the difference, bro. I've seen it with Schumacher. I've seen it with Alonso. You know what I mean? I've seen it with Hamilton in the past. Even if they don't have the fastest car, the moment the car is near enough to the front, you know you're going to get a performance and you know that they can win the race. That's when they're still operating at their highest level. But when you have a car that's within 2 attempts and by the end of the race, you're 20 seconds behind, yeah, nah, bro. It's done. It's done. And that's just a simple eye test of F1 to me. I seen it in MotoGP, like last season, Marc Marquez was on a slower bike, but you could see a lot of the time he was up there in the top 3 battling, or he was like within touching distance. You know what I mean? And I knew the moment Marc Marquez gets on the new bike, these lot are getting folded, mate. They're getting absolutely folded. You could tell. You could see it. A lot of people, they look at the points and all that stuff, bro. It's the eye test that does not lie, bro. Does not lie. If you see someone on a slower bike keeping up with people on a faster bike, naturally, when they get in a quicker bike, they are going to be a problem. Oh, the new, let's see. All right, hold on. Let me click on that link, bro. Oh, bro. This is what it looks like. What in the spaceship is this, brother? Hold on, lads. It looks kind of mad. Look. Me personally, bro. I. You don't think this is good looking, bro? I mean, I don't know. You don't think this is good looking? Tell the truth. Let me look. Let me look at this other one. Yeah. See, like, where do you even put your hand? Like, see, I hate this shape of wheel. It makes no sense to me. Why is it open? Where do you put your hands on this? Do you hold it at the top? Yeah, no, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of this shaped rim at all. It's got like, it needs to be upside down. Like, this to me is upside down, isn't it? I would want my hands to be in here, nice and secure, so they don't move when I'm turning. Like, I could, that there's nowhere where I can go. You know what I mean? I mean, this, I'm sorry, this is just, it's horrible looking. I mean, if they gave me one, I would take it. Don't get me wrong, but damn. For the 8 Newton, okay, that's dope. Yo, everyone is stepping up, innit? Wait, I can't see no more, bro. I'm not just, how much is this rim, though? For 379, more than the base for this. I don't know about this rim, you know. I don't think this is good looking at all. So let me design it. Let me design something. You know? Let me design something. And these pedals, just awful. I already know you're getting nothing from those. What's this? The Pro DD11. The hell's that? How much Newton meters is this? X. 11 Newton meters. Two-year warranty. Whoops. Dang. Whoops. Click on the link again. What are you not saying about that? Yeah, I think the bass would probably be good, man. Like Logitech. I will stand by this, bro. I used to have the Driving Force GT, and I'm telling you, bro, it reacted faster than the T300. I promise you. Like it was more I don't know. It just felt faster than a T300 overall felt better, smoother. But the old school Logitech wheel reacted faster than this wheel. In the center of the wheel, I know it for a fact. You know? But let's see, man. We're gonna have to have a little look at this, man. I wish they had some better rims, because I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of their rims. I'll say that. I feel like that's where Fanatec have done well. They got some good rims, you know. Imagine these that were still selling the Driving Force GT, bro. Racing adapter, what's this? Yeah, see, look, bro, just get away from all these circular rims, man. What's this? RS track wheel. Oh, you gotta buy the, okay. Okay, you'd have to buy the wheel hub. Interesting. Interesting. I mean, this. Look, bro, look. There's not even enough space for your hands to properly be here, bro. This is what I mean. Like, I don't get the thought process, bro. I don't like the McLaren rim. It looks like a spaceship, bro. No, I don't like this. I don't. The way how I see myself wanting to hold the wheel. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Maybe Fanatec, Oza. I would have liked that Azatec, but bro, their rims are disgusting as well. No, I need a nice rim, something that's not too big, not too thick as well. I mean, Logitech, bro. They at one point, Logitech, they had the, you know, they were a major force in the game. You know what I mean? T500, them days. When the T300 landed, bro, it was big business. So they got to stand back up because right now they're just getting body slammed. These man started making microphones. Wait, is it Logitech make the Blue Yeti? Is that what they did? Okay. I guess they didn't have to focus on wheels because, like, they're a pretty talented company. I didn't know Logitech did the Blue Yeti. Interesting. Interesting. All right, lads, listen. It's almost 11 o'clock, man. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oops, you lot didn't need to see that. So I'm going to be going chill and move this to shine in your face. I'm gonna be chilling. I'll be back. I keep saying I'm gonna stream on Twitch on Fridays, but you lot don't even be showing up, so I don't be showing up. You know what I mean? You lot don't show up, so I don't show up. To be honest, it depends really. It depends. But we'll see. I'll leave if I'm definitely streaming, I'll post it on my YouTube. But yeah, lads, appreciate it. Appreciate the company and that. Got a video dropping tomorrow. I've already made it. It's already on private, just waiting. I'll probably drop it around 10:30 a.m. tomorrow morning. So yeah, watch out for that one. And yeah, I'll see you guys hopefully on Friday. All right, peace.